Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bron Breakker recently pitched a dream match against Roman Reigns in WWE. The former Intercontinental Champion aligned with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins during this past Monday's edition of RAW. In an interview with Gorilla Position, Breakker was asked about his ideal match in the company, and he named Roman Reigns as his dream opponent. He shared that he would want to challenge the Tribal Chief in a title match at a future WrestleMania event, hopefully in Dallas, Texas. You can check out the full interview in the video below. Bron Breakker lost the Intercontinental Championship to Dominic Mysterio in a fatal four-way match at WWE WrestleMania 41. Dirty Dom pinned his Judgment Day stablemate, Finn Balor, to capture the title. Breakker was elevated to the main event scene this past Monday night on Raw. The former champion attacked both CM Punk and Roman Reigns after aligning with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Wrestling legend and former head writer for WWE Vince Russo recently discussed a potential match between Bron Breakker and Goldberg. Speaking on wrestling's writing with Russo, the veteran suggested that he could see Goldberg wanting to put over Breakker in his final match. The Hall of Famer will be competing in a retirement bout at some point this year in the Stamford-based promotion. You can check out the video below for Russo's comments. Bron Breakker's future in the company is very bright, especially after joining Heyman and Rollins. It will be fascinating to see what WWE has planned for the new faction in the weeks ahead. In a stunning revelation that sent shockwaves throughout the wrestling world, Bron Breakker has officially pitched a dream match against none other than Roman Reigns, sparking a frenzy of speculation, excitement, and anticipation among fans, insiders, and WWE superstars alike. Breakker, the explosive and powerful second-generation star who has rapidly ascended the ranks of WWE, made his intentions known during a candid interview earlier this week, stating that there was one man he believed would define the ultimate test of his abilities, and that man is none other than the Tribal Chief himself, Roman Reigns. The announcement came with no prior warning, no cryptic teasers, and no subtle hints. It was a bold, unapologetic statement of ambition from a wrestler who has never been one to shy away from challenges or dream small. Bron Breakker, the son of Rick Steiner and nephew of Scott Steiner, has long carried the legacy of his family name while simultaneously carving out his own identity as one of WWE's most dynamic young stars. His mixture of raw strength, explosive athleticism, and fearless intensity has drawn comparisons to some of the industry's greatest icons. But even those comparisons have not satisfied Breakker's appetite for greatness. In his mind, to be the best, he must beat the best, and in today's WWE, the best is Roman Reigns. Reigns, who has held an iron grip on the WWE landscape as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion for years, has become a towering figure whose dominance has transcended the ring and bled into pop culture itself. His reign has shattered records, rewritten history, and redefined what it means to be the face of WWE in the modern era. To even utter his name as a potential opponent is an audacious move, but for Breakker, it is a necessary one. Roman Reigns is the measuring stick, Breakker said during the interview. He's the guy. If you want to be somebody in this business, you have to go through him. I respect everything he's done, but I'm not here to live in anyone's shadow. I'm here to make my own mark. And what better way to do that than to go head-to-head with the Tribal Chief? The boldness of Breakker's challenge was immediately met with a flurry of reactions from across the wrestling community. Fans flooded social media with fantasy booking scenarios, imagining the clash of two powerhouses who seem destined to collide at some point in the near future. Fellow WWE superstars weighed in as well, some expressing admiration for Breakker's fearless attitude, others warning him of the magnitude of what he was proposing. WWE officials, meanwhile, have reportedly taken notice of the buzz, with rumors swirling that preliminary discussions have already begun about the possibility of setting up the dream match sometime in the next year. For Breakker, the timing of the pitch seems perfect. After an impressive showing at WrestleMania 41 and a dominant run on Monday Night Raw, Breakker's stock has never been higher. He has systematically dismantled some of WWE's top-tier talent, showcasing not just brute force but an evolving psychological edge that hints at a deeper, more dangerous competitor lurking beneath the surface. With each victory, the chants of Breaker grow louder, and with each promo, his confidence becomes more infectious. It is clear that he no longer sees himself as merely a rising star. He sees himself as a main event player, ready to seize the spotlight and challenge the very apex predator of WWE. Roman Reigns, however, is no ordinary opponent. Since aligning himself with Paul Heyman and establishing the Bloodline as WWE's most dominant faction, Reigns has proven time and again that he is not just a physical force but a psychological mastermind. His matches are wars of attrition, battles not just of strength and endurance but of will and cunning. Those who have dared to step into his path, whether it be Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, or countless others, have all found themselves humbled, outmaneuvered, and ultimately defeated. Breaker's proposal is not just a test of his physical prowess, it is a challenge to his mental toughness, his ability to weather the storm that Reigns inevitably brings. Sources close to WWE management suggest that both Triple H and Nick Khan are intrigued by the idea, recognizing that a Reigns versus Breaker clash could be one of the most lucrative and high-profile matches in recent memory. Not only would it serve as a passing of the torch moment should Breaker succeed, but it would also further cement Reigns' legacy should he turn back yet another challenger at the height of his power. The potential venues for such a clash are already being debated, with some insiders lobbying for a stage as grand as WrestleMania 42, while others advocate for a blockbuster showdown at SummerSlam or even a special international event designed to maximize global attention. Wherever and whenever it happens, one thing is clear: this is no ordinary match. This is a collision course between two generations, two philosophies, two visions of what it means to be a WWE superstar in the 21st century. As the news continues to ripple across the wrestling world, Roman Reigns himself has remained characteristically silent, offering no public response to Breaker's challenge, at least not yet. However, those familiar with Reigns' mindset suggest that he is well aware of Breaker's comments and is taking them very seriously. Reigns, who has always prided himself on facing the best competition and proving his supremacy inside the ring, is unlikely to ignore a challenge so direct and so public. If history is any guide, Reigns will bide his time, make his move, and respond in a way that leaves no doubt about his intentions. Some speculate that Reigns might address the challenge during an upcoming appearance on SmackDown, while others believe he may choose a grander stage, perhaps a surprise confrontation at a premium live event or an unannounced appearance on Raw, to make his position clear. Meanwhile, Breaker is not backing down. In follow-up interviews, he has doubled down on his desire to face Reigns, emphasizing that he is willing to go through anyone and anything to make the match a reality. "This isn't about disrespect," Breaker said. "This is about proving who I am. Roman's the man. I know that. But I'm ready to step up. I'm ready to carry the ball. And if that means going through the tribal chief, then so be it." WWE Universe has responded in kind, with a groundswell of support for Breaker's boldness and determination. Fans have already begun creating custom graphics, fantasy booking video packages, and debating the possible outcomes of the match. Some see Breaker as the heir apparent, the natural successor to Reigns' throne, while others argue that he still has much to prove before he can be considered on the same level as the tribal chief. The debate has only fueled further interest in the potential showdown, transforming what began as a simple statement into one of the most talked about topics in wrestling today. Adding another layer of intrigue to the situation is the question of how the Bloodline might react to Breaker's challenge. Would Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, or other Bloodline members intervene to protect Reigns' interests? Could Breaker find himself not just facing Reigns, but the entire might of one of WWE's most powerful factions? Alternatively, could Breaker seek allies of his own, perhaps forming a new coalition of rising stars determined to challenge the old guard and reshape the landscape of WWE once and for all? The possibilities are endless, and the stakes could not be higher. For Breakker, this is more than just a dream match. It is a statement of intent, a declaration that he is not content to simply be another name on the roster. He wants to be the name, the face of a new era. And for Reigns, it is another opportunity to affirm his greatness, to silence a brash young upstart, and to add another chapter to what is already one of the most dominant runs in WWE history. As the weeks unfold, fans will be watching closely for any sign that the match is moving closer to reality. Will Breakker continue to build momentum, racking up victories and forcing WWE's hand? Will Reigns acknowledge the challenge and respond in kind? Or will unexpected twists and turns reshape the path to this epic encounter? One thing is certain. If and when Bron Breakker and Roman Reigns finally meet in the ring, it will not just be a match. It will be a battle for supremacy, a clash of titans, and a moment that could define the future of WWE for years to come. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.